Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. So we got some really awesome news in regards to Rush Duels, and very legendary, iconic, well-known cards that are coming to the Rush Duel game. Now I expect this to happen probably during Rush Duel's duration. As we know, we are getting a good amount of new cards and new archetypes with the Rush Duel format that is being shown in the current anime Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, but we are also getting some nostalgia, and there have been a lot of monsters from the old days of Yu-Gi-Oh! From the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters days that are being reprinted and have been reprinted in Rush Duel format. The most iconic one, easily, is Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is a legend card. Now, just to go over real quick, legend cards, you can only have one in your deck, so the thought of making a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is not really possible in Rush Duel format, and at the moment, at least until yesterday morning, Blue Eyes White Dragon was the only legend card that we had in Rush Duels. Well, that is about to change, and it's about to change thanks to my favorite monster, or one of my favorite monsters, my second favorite archetype, and probably my favorite theme of monsters, and that is Red Eyes Black Dragon. Red Eyes Black Dragon and a few support cards are coming to Rush Duels. I've seen some pack openings recently over from people, I'm assuming in Japan, where the OCG is, and man, these Rush Duel cards look absolutely beautiful. I love the design of them, especially the rarity with the blue eyes. I think I'm going to have to import one of these Red Eyes over from Japan if Rush Duels don't come to the TCG, which I think they will, and just kind of have it as a token, because I love Red Eyes, and when I actually woke up yesterday and saw that Red Eyes were coming to Rush Duels, I thought it was the coolest thing. So here is the promotional artwork that gave us the 3 Red Eyes cards that we are getting. You can see Red Eyes Black Dragon is going to be a legend monster. That makes it the second legend monster in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s and in Rush Duels. I guess we don't really know if these monsters are going to show up in 7s. That's the other debate. Will we actually see Red Eyes Black Dragon in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s? Will we see like a Joey Wheeler hologram man, or a hologram that looks like Joey Wheeler use these cards? That would be incredible. Kind of like we saw the Kaiba-esque original hologram man use Blue Eyes White Dragon. That remains to be seen, but it would be amazing to see these cards animated again, and I really do hope that it happens. The other cards, along with Red Eyes Black Dragon, is Red Eyes Chick, Red Eyes Black Chick, which I believe was only used in GX, and the spell card Inferno Fire Blast, I believe, was also only used in GX. So Red Eyes is actually getting its support straight from the GX anime, more so than the Duel Monsters anime. Red Eyes Black Chick, if you don't remember the effects. Now, the effects of all of these monsters are blurred out, which is kind of weird that Red Eyes Black Dragon has its effect blurred out because it's a normal type monster. I don't expect it to have an effect because looking at the card border, it looks like a normal monster. Maybe it'll have different lore, but that is yet to happen. With all the old cards coming to Rush Duels, we have yet to see any sort of lore change, so kind of weird that they're keeping it a secret, but I don't expect any real changes to come from it. Red Eyes Black Chick, the effect from the anime and the card game, you can tribute it and get Red Eyes Black Dragon right to your field. Not really that good of an effect in Rush Duel, so I wonder if there will be a little bit of a twist with Red Eyes Black Chick in its Rush Duel format. And of course, Inferno Fire Blast, one of my favorite cards. I'll never forget when Fubuki used this card against Fujiwara Yusuke in what was a really underrated duel of the final season in GX. That was a great moment in the last like 3 minutes. I think that was right before Fujiwara Yusuke rewinded that duel, so that moment didn't actually happen, but nonetheless, you use this spell card and you can inflict Red Eyes Black Dragon's attack points as damage, and Red Eyes Black Dragon cannot attack for the rest of the turn. So we are getting one of my favorite monsters ever, especially when talking about early duel monsters in Rush Duels, and as people said on Twitter, the potential is real, right? Red Eyes was always that monster from the very first Toei movie. Blue Eyes has the power, Red Eyes has the potential. So we will see if these cards do come to the actual anime, but they are coming to Rush Duels, and Red Eyes Black Dragon marks the second legend card of Rush Duels. And I know what a lot of you might be thinking. A lot of you might be thinking, wow, we got Blue Eyes and Red Eyes before we got Dark Magician? That's kind of weird, right? Well, there was some news that went under the table, and based on the title and thumbnail of this video, we are getting, all but confirmed, Dark Magician as well in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels. And the news that got swept under the table, or news that kind of evaded my eyes because it was a little subliminal, is that for the next deck modification pack for Rush Duels, Shocking Lightning Attack, which will be released July 11th, this might end up getting delayed. We know there have been delays, so that July 11th date might get pushed back. But what's also being released on the same day is Duelist Card Protector's Dark Magician. And so we are getting Rush Duel card sleeves that are going to have Dark Magician on the sleeves. That, to me, tells me everything that I need to know about the fact that we are definitely going to get Dark Magician in Rush Duels. How crazy would it be if they released a Dark Magician card sleeve for Rush Duel cards, specifically advertised for Rush Duel cards, and the monster that was on the sleeve is not actually a card in the game? That is not going to happen. July 11th is still ways away. It's still a little less than 3 months away, so we have plenty of time before the announcement's going to come in, especially if there are going to be delays. Dark Magician is going to come to Rush Duels. I imagine it's going to be a legend card like Red Eyes Black Dragon and like Blue Eyes White Dragon. And I think that there is also a chance we will maybe see Dark Magician in 7s, just like I think there's a good chance we will see Red Eyes Black Dragon in 7s. And who's going to use those cards? I can't imagine. I saw someone, it was a funny joke. They were like, oh, maybe Yuga will replace 7's Road Magician with Dark Magician. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I don't think that any of the characters we've seen thus far are going to use these legend cards. I think the anime is going to treat them the same way, if they are in the anime, the same way that Blue Eyes White Dragon was treated, where when Blue Eyes White Dragon was summoned, everyone paid respect to it, everyone feared it, everyone talked about how this is a iconic, powerful monster. I don't think they used the word iconic, but a very powerful, strong monster that when Hologram Man summoned it, and even Yuga got a little shaken up by it. So I think that that's the allure they're going to keep with these legend cards. I think they're going to be used by characters like Hologram Man if they are shown in the anime. But Dark Magician, all but confirmed, is coming to Rush Duels, and Red Eyes Black Dragon is confirmed to be coming to Rush Duels. And another card, a third card, kind of a little bonus throw in here, that actually got revealed for Rush Duels probably about 2 hours before I decided to record this video, is Gaia the Fierce Knight. So Gaia the Fierce Knight is storming into Rush Duels. Obviously, it's just a normal level 7 monster. Whether we will see this card animated in 7s, again, that's a good question. Probably not. I mean, I doubt we are going to see every single card from the older days that are converted into Rush Duel format show up in Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, but Gaia the Fierce Knight will be storming into battle. Red Eyes Black Dragon is coming, and Dark Magician is coming. So really, the early era iconic monsters, iconic signature cards. You know, we're still waiting for cards like Summon Skull. We're still waiting for Toon cards. But based on the trend, they might be on their way. And we're still waiting for any sort of extra deck monsters for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duels, which I think are going to come. I think we just have to be patient and wait a little bit before they do. But guys, that's really all that I have to go over here. Some really awesome cards that are coming to this format. And let me know if you think all 3 of these cards, Red Eyes, Dark Magician, and Gaia, will show up in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime. I feel more confident about Red Eyes and Dark Magician because if they are going to be legend cards in the Rush Duel format, I think it gives them more of a reason to show them off in the anime. And at the moment, the only precedent we have for legend cards is Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Blue Eyes White Dragon was front and center in the very first episode, the very first promotional piece that we had for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. So I do think there is a good chance we are going to see these iconic, legendary, heroic monsters show up in the current anime. And does this mean that Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon is coming to Yu-Gi-Oh! 7? No, I'm kidding. It's my favorite monster. I would pay good money to see it advertised and show up in a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, but I understand that that is never going to happen. Guys, let me know all your thoughts on these new cards coming to Rush Duels, and let me know some predictions of other monsters, other iconic ace monsters. Right now, it seems like we're in the Duel Monsters era that you would like to see show up in Rush Duel format. Thank you all so much for watching, and a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons Alexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Vincent Van Der Veen, Panther J, Smith620, Jorge Leon, Blue Maiden 28, Jarrett Buller, and Gabe G, and to my Diamond tier patrons Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Sean, and Melinda Phantom, and to my Egyptian God tier patron Syn Cloud. Thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon and who is a channel member. You guys help me out tremendously, and thank you to everyone who just watches these videos. Without you guys, I would not be able to do this. I will talk to you down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.